name's Amir, welcome back to my channel. Yesterday I received the much anticipated Kyshadow palette. Ordered it myself, everything. I thought I would do a review of some kind on it. So I asked you guys on Instagram what you wanted to see, if you wanted me to use it quite a few times so I can give you just like a proper review after, you know, using it in depth for ages, or if you wanted to see a first impressions, a tutorial, just, you know, an overview with swatches, and the most people wanted to see a first impression. So that is what I have filmed for you today. I've done this, eyeshadow look. You can see me putting on, blending it and everything, so you can see how that all went. All in all though, I gotta say this palette is really nice. Like, it's applied really well, very happy with it. But yeah, I want to go through first impressions from the very start, and then you can see me apply it. So when I saw other people using it, I thought it looked really beautiful. It looked very much like a palette that you would imagine a makeup artist to use on a celebrity. So I think this is where everyone was kind of like thinking it was really shit. Celebrity makeup is very soft but dramatic, but still has like its element of softness to it, whereas everyone is used to the Instagram and the YouTube trends, which are very cut. Everything is cut, everything is like 10,000 pigmentation, like it's just bad, like it's all there. So I think that's what you have to be aware of. Kylie does her makeup a little bit more Instagrammy, but yeah, pretty much still like has that softness to it. So I'm not surprised, you know, by that. This has that element of softness to it, but you can still create like quite a dramatic smoky eye if you wanted. You could build it up, you could use more of the black, whatever. Yeah, you could use darker pencil, whatever, you get that dramatic look. But yeah, I was expecting that to be what this palette is, and it was, but you can still definitely use it like if you wanted to do a cut crease. Like, I don't see that there would be any issue with that. So I ordered the palette and I ordered one lip gloss. So one lip gloss and one palette. This is the box that it came in. Can you see the box? It is huge. And then inside were two Kylie boxes. And I have seen people get sent accidentally like double their order, and I was like, oh my god, yes, they've sent me two of the palettes. Let's go. I can do a giveaway with one. No. No, they have the palette in one, the one lone lip gloss in the other. Bit confusing. Seems very wasteful to me. I feel like probably all the palettes were just packed up ready to go for the order because they knew it would be insane, and then they just, I think a lot of people probably just ordered the palette, but I already had the gloss in my cart from like a previous time, so when I checked out, I was like, oh, the gloss is there, yeah, awesome, I'll just check out together with them. So yeah, but then in the one with the palette we had this cute little card. I've seen everyone, you know, talking about how cute this is. I saw Adam saw this as well, and he even thought that was pretty cute. And then you've got the little note on the back, and she spells like I as in EYE. So I couldn't wait to share my new eyeshadows with you. I hope you adore them as much as I do. I love you. Which is very cute. And then the palette box itself is very cute. Yeah, it's nice. It's got like the metallic bronze palette bits around the edges. I like it. It's cute. It's nice and simple. So I like simple. So I'm a fan of that. And then you've got the palette itself, which has, yeah, like the chrome kind of tears coming down, like same as her lip kit, how it's got the like, you know, drips down and stuff. The of the eyes. On the back you've got little Kylie signature in this back very reflective bit that has all the shade names. Open him up. All of the 9 shadows, and then just Kylie up here. Some people are really shitty that there's not a mirror in there for the price, and I couldn't care less about a mirror. I'm not going to sit there and do my makeup like this anyway. Ever. But mirrors in an eyeshadow palette, then I'm getting eyeshadow all over them anyway, and you can't see, so yeah, it doesn't bother me. But yeah, then you've got all of these shades. Now this is a cardboard packaging, but you can't, like, I mean, you probably could. Yeah, it's going back, but I like palettes so you can like flip it under, so you can just hold it, and then this thing's like, you know, not getting in the way. So if I could change it, I probably could bend it, but I don't want to break it. Yeah, just so that could go back nicely. Your 9 shades, 7 mattes, 2 shimmers. Now the shimmers are more on the soft shimmer side, they're not like metallic, but having said that, they still are shimmers. Like, some people are like, oh, they're really crap. They're nice shimmers. Like, you don't, as I said, you don't see many celebs, I mean, unless they're going for like a specific look, they still have a very soft look where you can't tell like from a distance, is it matte, is it shimmer, like it's just beautiful bronze glowy goodness. So yeah, I think they're very nice shadows. They pair very well together. I think you could chuck any combo of these on and look nice, very nice. I like how the palette is set out. It has a good flow. You could do, I mean, I used pretty much all of the shadows in this palette today, all but one, to, you know, so I could have a play around, see how they worked and everything. But the way this palette's set out, I like it. You could use like this matte cream base shadow, you could use for any of the looks as your base shadow, but I like how you could just go straight down here. Those three look good together. Straight across, those three look good together. These three look good together. These three look good together. These three for like a dark dramatic smoky eye. These three, like they just work. Like this palette just really works for me. Like you could do a different look every day by just going, yep, today I'm gonna do these ones, then I'm gonna do these ones, I'm gonna do these ones, I'm gonna do these ones, and they're just gonna all come out slight different variation. The colors are just gonna blend together, they're gonna work together. As I said, I have nothing to gain by saying this palette is crap. I have nothing to gain by saying this palette is awesome. So yeah, this is just my opinion. Like I think it's very nice. You guys will know if you've watched my other videos, my eyeshadow palette collections, everything. I don't do super dramatic looks. I like everything to be very soft, very blended, but very warm. So that is why I think this palette is very nice. You can see me applying them, how I went with it. There was a little boo-boo at one point, but that was my fault. Sorry about it, sorry about it. But yeah, these colors are very nice. So yeah, let's do some swatches and then let's pop into the first impressions of me applying it. You've got your first one, which is Jasper. So that's the nice cream base shadow. You can use that, yeah, as a base shadow, as a highlight, and like a matte highlight shadow. Very nice, very creamy, very pigmented. Probably one of the most pigmented eyeshadows I have. Next we have Quartz, which is a pretty pink champagne shimmer. Then we have Topaz, so a matte, it's probably like one of the more cool tone taupe color. Then we have Goldstone, so this is like a shimmery bronze shade, very pretty. This will go over my eyelid, kind of is like a gold khaki shade. And we have Citrine, which is like, bam, matte orange, very pretty for a warm transition shade. And then we have Tiger Eye, which is like a warm matte brown, pretty basic. Then we've got the last three, which is Hematite, so like a more warm brick brown shade. Bronzite, which is like a dark chocolate brown. And then you've got the Obsidian, which is like a charcoal black. It's not the best pigmentation, it's a little bit choppy, but I mean, if you're just using it to like slightly deepen or like set a liner or something, I think it's totally fine. So yeah, I mean, I don't usually use blacks anyway, so that doesn't bother me. But if you love a good black, maybe you might not like it, but I'm sure if you love a good black, you probably got like a bunch of good ones already. So yeah, those are the swatches. Let's jump into me applying them. So I really want to experience as many shades in this palette as possible. So this isn't strictly like a tutorial in terms of like, I think you need to use all these colors together or anything, but I'm just going to try and use kind of as many as I can just so we can see how they perform together and everything. So yeah, they are mostly matte, 2 shimmers. Let's get cracking. So I've taken a bunch of different eye brushes and everything, and I've just spot cleaned them all so that there's no like, you know, what is it, crossover of other colors, so they look muddy or anything. They're all nice and clean, so that way we can get like the full grasp of how these shadows perform and everything. So yeah, we're gonna start with this brush. This is the BH Cosmetics number 12 brush. It's just like a really big fluffy blending brush, and yeah, I've got big eyes, like big area from here to here, so yeah, I use pretty big brushes. Feels like it's not quite dry yet. We're going to take the first shade in the palette, which is like a matte cream shade. There's like quite a lot of kick up, you can't see it, quite a lot of like powderiness coming here on the like as I'm dipping the brush, but it is a fluffy brush, so I mean that kind of generally happens. I don't really care too much. Let's see, you can see that going on. It's very pigmented, but it is going a bit patchy, but that's okay. I think this is probably one of the most pigmented matte creamy colors that I've used. Normally like it barely shows up when I apply it with a fluffy brush. I have to use it with my finger to get like a bam kind of intensity, so that is quite impressive. I have heard a lot of people say that this shade performs really nicely. Doesn't look like I'm getting fallout or anything. And I would like to say that I have primed my eyelids the same way I normally do. So a light layer of concealer with a little bit of my under eye setting powder. I think we all know after watching my eyeshadow palette collection, I love warm colors. So we're gonna take the one in the very, very middle, which is Citrine. So just like a tangerine kind of color, I guess. Same brush, start buffing it through the crease. I'm using a very light hand. It is coming up very, very pigmented. There is less powder kick up in the pan with this one than the first shade, which was Jasper. So that's nice. It is coming out very, very intense, which is good. I'm impressed. It looks nice. It's very pretty. So far, not seeing any issues with this palette. Let's repeat on this side. I wasn't really expecting this palette to be bad or anything, so I think that's a good thing to say here. I think some people just kind of think that every shadow has to have like 1000% pigmentation, whereas sometimes I like medium pigmentation because they're easy to blend, easy to work with. You don't have to spend like 10 hours making sure they're blended. If they're like a little less pigmented, they're easier. But so far, those are both very, very pigmented. So I don't really see what everyone's complaining about just yet. I think they just kind of want it to be bad because it's Kylie, but nice, looking nice, looking nice. Try this brush. This is the Morphe M330 brush. It's like slightly more tapered because we're just going to start getting a bit more precise through the crease now. It is a little bit wet though. It's just alcohol, so I can just dip it in, but I don't want it to apply choppy. I'm going to take Hematite. This one down here. Oh, I can feel this brush is still wet. That was a bad decision because that is not applying nicely. Alright, let's just leave that eye for a sec. I'm going to take this brush, which is definitely dry. That was my bad, guys. My bad. Hopefully we can save it. I got impatient. That was my fault. I think that's looking okay. I'm the kind of person who doesn't want to have to spend 10 hours blending their eyeshadows. I know some people can allocate 3 hours to blend their cut crease, but I cannot. If it cannot be quickly chucked on my eye and blended out, then I am not a fan. And look, okay, so that's blending out pretty well considering that was my F up, so whoops, whoopsie doodles about that. I'm gonna grab the chocolate brown. We're gonna buff him here. A bit under the eye. This is a Sigma E40 as well. I think that's looking quite pretty, really. Yeah. So far, so good. Just grab this brush. This is a Morphe M504 brush. It's clean, there's nothing on it, just to really, because I can get a bit choppy in here because I've got like heaps and heaps of excess skin on that lid area. So yeah, if you see any choppiness in there, that's just my eyelids. They're very crepey in here because I just have very dry eyelids. So yeah, that's looking good. If I was, you know, just doing my makeup every day, I'd probably leave it there. This is a very pretty matte smoky eye, nice and warm. You know, pop on some mascara and you're done. Like, I think this is a very pretty color combo. But I want to try out these shimmers because I feel like the shimmers are what everyone is a little bit over. I feel like everyone's expecting them to be like, bam, shimmer. But yeah, so let's take Tiger's Eye. I'm seeing no issues. It's pretty. It's pretty. It's medium shimmer, like not a intense like metallic shimmer, but it's just like a normal shimmery eyeshadow, really. I think that that's quite pretty. I mean, I don't think everyone needs like it to be a glitter shimmer. Like, I think this is a very, very, very wearable everyday palette where you can definitely still smoke it out with that black and create like drama if you want to go out at night. So yeah, this is how I would wear if I'm going to wear a shimmer like to work. Imagine I do not work in the beauty industry, but if you're going to wear a shimmer to work, this is a very appropriate bronze shimmer for the daytime. Very appropriate in my opinion. But yeah, they say, do you care about my opinion? But yes, you do, because you're watching the video. So yeah, it's pretty. It's a pretty gold. It's like a khaki kind of gold, and I am enjoying it. It's nice. So I'm gonna take this shimmery one up here. Let's apply him. I think that's pretty. Brow bone. It's a subtle sheen, this one. It's not super intense, but I think this is quite nice. Like, I mean, if you think about it, do you ever see Kylie Jenner wearing like a black cut crease with like gold, like glitter, like full glitter, and no, you don't. You see her wearing these soft, neutral, warm shades. So yeah, I think that this is really nice, really pretty. Let's take a little brush. Do I have a little brush rolling somewhere? Alright, so this is the Morphe M508. I'm going to take the black, and we're just going to build up like a bit of a linery look. Just like a bit of definition. Should be like stretching my eye out a bit, but I'm too lazy to do that right now. So they look quite nice. Nice black. Nice soft black. I don't, if you guys love a black, it's not coming out black, but I mean, like, with the brush, it is pretty black. Like, it is more of like a charcoal black, but I think that's fine. Like, if you want black, apply eyeliner. So I'm taking, yeah, this shade here. Let's just fluff this up some more. Not bad. I like this. I'm very, very impressed with this. I'm very happy with this. Well, I mean, not very, very impressed with it. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be as terrible as everyone was wanting it to be. It's just kind of normal. Let me grab a brush. I do have a little bit of fallout. I don't know if you can see it, just like a little bit up here, but it's just kind of just brushing off nicely. So yeah. I don't know what color that was. I wasn't paying too much attention, but yeah, it's nothing obnoxious. It just brushed straight away, very easy. Yeah, these colors perform very, very nicely, very easily. I think that if you're looking for a good everyday palette, you like Kylie, you want to support Kylie, I think this is nice, easy. Like, you saw that I didn't have to spend forever blending, and this is like quite a nice smoky eye. Like this, you know, I'm going to chuck on some mascara. Actually, let's chuck on some mascara now. Those are the eyes. Normally I probably put fake lashes on, but I didn't because I just had my lash lift on this week. So my lashes are like boing. It's very soft, very blended, very bronze, very, very Kylie, I think. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much my first impression. You got your swatches, the overview of the palette kind of thing. Yeah, let me know what you think below of this palette. Will you be picking it up? Will you be giving it a miss? What do you think the other palettes that she will be releasing will be like? So this is the bronze palette. Do you think that she'll release like a cool tone palette, or maybe like a more shimmery palette, or like, what are you thinking? I'm not too sure. Maybe some more shimmery shades based on like how everyone was like, oh, it's all matte. So maybe some more shimmery shades. Yeah, be interesting to know. So yeah, let me know what you think below. Let me know, was this helpful? Did it help you make up your mind if you want it or you want to give it a miss? For me, I'm happy I got it. I would definitely get my use out of this. Yeah, so that's it. That's it for today. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.